You think you're exhausted because your business is growing? I have some hard news for you. You're not exhausted from growth. You are exhausted because you are making the exact same rookie mistake that trapped 90% of entrepreneurs in a glorified underpaying job. We celebrate hustle, but the truth is working 80 hours a week is not a badge of honor. It's a symptom of a broken system. And today we are stripping away that ego, and I am breaking down the top 5 mistakes most business owners make that are actively capping their revenue and destroying their peace. And you need to stay to the end because mistake number 5 is the silent killer that I have made more than once, and I don't even want to admit it. And it is also the reason you haven't taken a real vacation in 3 years. So let's get into it. Here we need to talk about the transition from the doer to the owner because most business owners are working in their business more than they're working on their business. And the skills that got you to 6 figures are the exact behaviors that will prevent you from getting into the 7 figures. And you have to stop being the best employee in your own company. Does that take a dagger to your heart like it does mine? Because here are our 5 mistakes. Number 1, the Superwoman bottleneck or Superman bottleneck, right? If I want it done right, I have to do it myself. Well, you are the most expensive bottleneck in your company. If every decision, email, and client issue has to pass through you, your business can only grow as large as your personal stamina or bandwidth. And so the fix is delegate 80% of your task and accept that someone else doing it good enough is better than you doing it perfectly at 2 a.m. because it's time for you to have a life. Mistake number 2 is pricing for yes instead of profit. If you are lowering your price to win clients or be the accessible option in your market, that is a race to the bottom and it leads to burnout. Low ticket clients often demand the most emotional labor. So raising your price to a fair and equitable price for what you're delivering lowers your client volume and can increase your service quality. Sell your transformation, not your hours. Focus on what the experience is and what painful problem you are solving for your clients. Because if you want to stop operating like an exhausted freelancer and start acting like a highly profitable business owner, hit the subscribe button right now because every week, multiple videos launch each week giving you the exact systems to scale your revenue while aggressively protecting your time, which is so precious. All right, mistake number 3. Remember, number 5 is the best one, so stay for the end, is relying on your brain power over systems. So having 0 documented systems or standard operating procedures, SOPs, that will ruin your business and totally diminishes the multiplier when you decide to sell one day. So if you get sick tomorrow and your business stops making money, you don't own a business. You had an expensive hobby. So build the freedom manual, or we call it the operations manual. Every repeated task must be documented so you can hand it off. We have an entire video on this on the YouTube channel and the podcast platform. And mistake number 4 is managing the vibes and ignoring the numbers. So judging the health of your business by how much money happens to be in the checking account today is not the best way. Math does not have emotions. And if you don't know your profit margins and your customer acquisition costs and your churn rate, you are driving a race car blindfolded. And it doesn't have to be super overwhelming, but you can add a high-level CFO or a bookkeeper or do some training to learn how to read your P&Ls every single week. And if you're watching this and realizing that you're making 3, 4, or 5 of these mistakes, we can get on a call. Don't panic. There are strategies for you to learn these things and then to slowly over time add these people to your team so that you can get your life back. And mistake number 5 is hiring task rabbits instead of leaders. I always say hire the character, train the skill. If you are finally deciding to hire help, and you hire people who need to be told exactly what to do every step of the way, you didn't buy back your time. You just bought yourself a management job, which you didn't want in the first place. Hire for resourcefulness, hire for character. You need team members that come with you with solutions, not just problems. Stop hiring hands and start hiring brains, because a mistake is only a failure if you refuse to fix it and fix the system that caused it. So stop worrying and working harder on a broken machine and start becoming the architect of your own freedom.